Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name's Jade and this is How to App on iOS. And today we're doing something very unique and outside of the box. I'm going to be beginning work on a brand new U-10 Cells album. Hopefully, like nothing you've seen before. Hello. Welcome to the show. My name is Jade. This is How to App on iOS, and I hope you are all doing well. Welcome also to our Wart Warriors. You can become a Wart Warrior by clicking the join button down below or the link. For $1 a month, you get custom emojis, emojis, and all that kind of stuff. Also, if you're watching this on the replay or you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. We are on the march to 4,000 subscribers by June 3rd, which is the 4-year anniversary of this show. So it's not far away. I think we need something like 65 subs. So please, if you are one of the 40% of people who watch this channel and don't subscribe, now would be the right time. It would super help out, and it'll make our 4-year anniversary show even more funner, if you know what I'm saying. All right, we got a hopefully exciting show today. Or maybe it won't be. Maybe it'll be boring. Who knows? But we're going to try this experiment and see how this goes. This is something I've wanted to work on for a long time. I've had this brewing in my head for a while and want to get it done. Let's say hello to folks who are in the chat. We've got Jim Shannon, who was here early. What's going on? Thomas Christ, Ding, Limey Redneck, g'day. Legs 11, hello, thank you. Let us know if you're here in the chat. Ed Zielinski's here as well. Thomas is slinging links, boom, super chats, Wart Warrior things, all that kind of stuff makes you happy and all that. If you're lurking, hello to you as well. So let's quickly, hello Leela, great show. By the way, there's Leela, bit of a rocky start there, but you did well, you brought it home. Boom. Leela does her show 3 days a week before this show. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's Leela. And Wednesday is her live performance show. Boom, we've covered everything. I'm going to jump over to do the Beat community stuff before we get in, just to cover any new stuff that's happened, even though we're not covering an app today. So let us do that. So over to the Beat community, and Chemal K updates Kebab with a new MIDI keyboard. So that's really cool. We're probably going to be looking at that very soon. We've got a Sound Raptor for iOS has been released. Previously on Mac only. KQ Dixie has some new features. We've got some price drops everywhere with Kajita, Yukawa, and Kashiba are on sale. Imaginendo price drops as well. So there's a brief pile of stuff there. As you can see, apps on sale. VS Synthesizer, Visual Synthesizer is on sale as above mentioned. K7D is on sale. And the 3 above there, $4.99 each. 4 Pockets has some apps on sale as well. And, yeah, Blease has a couple. LumaFusion's on sale. Saga Synth, bunch of things. Nembrini still has all their apps on sale today. Now, I can't show you anything here because we don't have anything to... We're not using a specific app today. So we will be making this album in Logic, just so you know. Logic is the preferred tool that I'm using, but there'll be a lot of other apps and you'll see a lot of apps over this series. So what are we doing today? What is the idea of this? You may or may not have heard about an album by an artist called The Caretaker. If you do a Google search, a YouTube search for this album, you will find a lot of videos about this album. It is life-changing, definitely a life-changing album for me. When I got a hold of it, it's a long listen. It's a 6-album set. So I guess it's 6 EPs, 6 albums. Yeah, 6 albums. And they come together over a 6-hour period. So it's a very long album. Excuse me. And it is available on streaming services. It is also available on Bandcamp. And if you do a YouTube search, as I said, you will come up with a lot of stuff on this album. So this album is called Everywhere at the End of Time, stages 1 to 6 complete. And just by doing a search for it here, you can see the darkest album I've ever heard, Everywhere at the End of Time. So many people have done deep dives into this album, a deep dive into Caretaker's Everywhere at the End of Time, Everywhere at the End of Time Explained. So this is an album that has been analysed to the absolute end, the horror of dementia. So this video here is on the album as well. Everything here is on this. So the dementia simulation, that's what it's been classed as. Hey, Mr. Smith, good to see you. I don't think I've missed anyone else in chat. So basically this album takes some music. I'm going to play a bit of it. I'm not sure if I'll get a copyright claim or not. I don't really care because I need to explain. So it is what it is. Hey, Camp Gmail, what's going on? I'm just going to mute here. So this is, you can actually stream the whole album here on YouTube, right? So you can stream it if you want. Heaps of people have uploaded it. And the basic premise of the album is that it begins with a person who does not have dementia, and the music reflects that person's mindset, yeah? And as the album goes on, the music begins to get more distant and fractured, and by the end of the album, the song is so distant that it's almost behind like a wall of fuzz and noise and confusion. So it's definitely a very unique piece of music, and not your typical like radio friendly she loves me song. You know, this is a very complex and interesting a piece of I guess art. That's what I'm going to call it. And it also comes with some really beautiful artwork by Ivan Seal. And let me tell you a little bit about Ivan Seal. I'll do a quick search here. Ivan Seal is the artist. We'll just do so here is some of Ivan Seal's art. It's quite abstract and beautiful. And a lot of this art was used for the album. So it's like nothing else before, and the art really captures what's going on. So why am I giving you this explanation about the Caretaker? Because I have been influenced by this and always wanted to make something similar. Like, of course, I'm not copying this. I'm iterating from it, ideas that something I can make. So it's got a similar concept, but you will see quite different. And this has been brewing in my head for a long time of how I wanted to do this. So far, let's go back over to YouTube and play you a bit of it so you can get an idea. Now, the way this works, so you'll hear, I'll run through, if I scroll through here, you can see the different albums, the 6 albums, and we'll just play a snippet of each so you can hear how the music changes over each album. So this is the first track. This is when everything's kind of fine and dandy. So you can hear we've got this crackling in the background of this music, like it's on an old record player. And you can hear everything, yeah? Everything makes sense. And as the album goes into the second act, the crackling picks up. It starts to get a little bit more dirty. We'll scroll to the third. And you can hear now there's warbling. There's like a chewed tape effect going on. The music's starting to get more distant and broken as the person's going through the third stage of dementia. Fourth stage. You can barely hear the music, and it's in reverse. It's very broken now. The fifth, we had the fifth there. So we've got the fifth here. It's a mess here. So very disturbed sounds. And then we end up in the final piece of where it says the place where the world fades away. Let's get here. So it's pretty much just a hum at this point. That original piano that is still consistent through the original kind of music. It's still in there somewhere. But yeah, it's losing its place. Kind of feels like the soundtrack of David Lynch's Eraserhead. Very sonic, like a factory, like just a hum, yeah, of static. So this is where the idea has drawn from this particular amazing piece of art. I mean, it truly is something to sit there and listen to it over some periods of time. I do recommend it. It is just an amazing piece of art. So that's the inspiration, but the story that we're doing for this, and I have a working title for this album so far. It is called The Window Pane. Spelt the window Pain, as in ouch, pain. So The Window Pane is the name of this EP or album. I'm going to call it an album. I don't want to call it an EP. Hello, Pookie. Mwah! Good to see you, Pookie. So yeah, that is the concept. Hugh says my father had dementia. I cared for him for 5 years. I really dig this. Yeah, you know, I've told you many times on this channel, I was a volunteer for people with HIV dementia for many years and nursed people to their deaths and watched them deteriorate. But this is not on dementia. This is something different. So I'm trying something different. I've come up with a story. So it's called The Window Pane, and the theme of this, the art throughout this will be a window that gradually gets bricked in till there's just a wall. And it is, so the story behind it, of course, this isn't based on any real story, but I'm sure something like this has happened somewhere out there. You know, I wouldn't want to know anybody this has happened to, but it would not shock me if something like this has happened. So this is about a woman who is carefree and enjoying her best life with a family. Something happens. She has a moment, a mental breakdown due to pressure. So this is not actually a mental issue, but due to pressure or whatever's gone on in the household, and it is looked at like a mental disabilities, a breakdown, and she gets wrongly committed into a institution and is trying to fight back and say, hey, I'm okay. Like this, it was just a momentary lapse of breakdown. Listen, I'm not what you think. And the misdiagnosis ends up the more she tries to fight back, the more they restrain and fill her full of drugs that actually end up driving her to be insane. So that is how the album will end. Similar kind of way, breaking down the mind, but not through the mental illness comes from a misdiagnosis. That is what this says. This is a look also, it's a breakdown of the way the medical industry works and sometimes treats people like cattle and isn't attentive enough. So there's that kind of thing. And then there is the argument as well of like sedation and the way people are treated with mental illness, the way they are restrained, the way they are put into places, not looked after correctly. So the mismanagement is the idea of this. The person it isn't actually insane, but has been manufactured insane. So there you go. There's going to be more layers, I guess, that come from this, but that's the idea. And it's going to start from a simple piece of music. And over the 6 tracks, the original piece, track 1, will be continuously used. So it's the same song each track. So track 1, track 2 is the same track. Track 3 is the same track. Track 4 is the same track up to track 6. But over time, that track will get more fucked up and will lose what it originally was with what it still is in there. The person, so the song is reflecting the person. The first track is reflecting the woman and who she is and her loves, her joys, her dreams and all of that stuff. And as the album goes on and that one song continues to play through each track, slowly but surely those dreams, that character, who she is, gets destroyed. Whereas the Caretaker is multitude of music all the way through. So this is one track. And we're going to be using Logic for this. The track will be very simple. I've already picked a key for it and everything like that. We will be using AI to generate some ideas for art. Now, I've already started to go through art and stuff. And so the concept of this will be windows. Each song will have its own piece of art and a different kind of window. The first window obviously will be bright, like bay area. We can create a bay window with beautiful vistas or a beautiful lake and everything beautiful outside. And then as the album covers go on for each track, the window becomes smaller and smaller until it is a blocked-in wall. And there is no window, there's no view. So that is the idea behind the name of the album, the window pane, but pane instead of pane in glass. So, yeah, so I've been working on some really abstract stuff. I really like this one here. This is really cool. I really want to work further from this one. And what's really cool about using art like this through Midjourney, if you understand prompting right. Now, I know we've talked a lot about AI, but there are some really good ideas you can get from AI. And the beautiful thing about AI is if you notice one of these prompts here, it says a window in empty room, gloomy, depression, dementia, Uda Molin and Ivan Seal. You can put artists' names in here to kind of draw from inspiration to kind of get the artist inspiration that you want. So, I was exploring stuff with like brain breaking down and stuff. I really like this one up here at the top. So this is the kind of stuff that I can see going into it, but these are just ideas. So as we go on and each song kind of gets its own name and gets its own identity, then we'll be able to go through and really mess with this art and take it out of Midjourney and then add my own stuff to it as well, because I don't want to just solely rely on AI art, because hey, you want to use it as a tool to help you create something special. And there's so many things I could just make from a shape, in Photoshop and all that stuff. So we're going to kick off today and try and get through some of this first song. I already have the beginning of it. Now, I didn't want to do too much and jump ahead so you didn't see the process, but here we are. So we already have a beginning. Now, the original track is quite sullen, quite low. It's not joyful or anything, but it's not sad. So, but it's just a piano piece at this point. It is in, we should change this around too. It is in a F minor, I do believe. Is it going to change the rest of this? Okay, so that is the beginning of this piece. Now, I'm going to be using something like Scalar to do this. So what I'm going to do is just duplicate this track here. We'll duplicate this, move this up here. It should have inside it already Piano Tech, so that's cool. We can go ahead and scooch these away. Bring this up here. Right, I'm probably going to extend this out a little bit too. So let's go to our loop and drag this out. So I'm going to do that. Probably going to move this whole piece here way back there because I don't think we need the violins to come in straight away. Nice. So that is going to be the opening piece. Now from here, I really need to find some chords and change this up a bit. So we have Scalar running and this track. Let's just open that up down the bottom. Make sure Scalar is all still set. It's not good on your Scalar. And the scale I was using, let's just go down here, because it just saves me. And now I can go in and sort all this stuff out later on, how I want this to go from here. So we are in an F minor, just so you know. Just going to set these settings up to 4 beats and make sure the door sync is on. Yep. But we're not getting any sound out of there. That's nice. So that's working. That's cool. Why? Oh. Okay, we have... Okay, so the ends on a... where did we end from? We ended from... Cool. So already I want to take it to a darker place, and that's going to be a nice change in there. Let's just set these clicks on. Okay, I reckon I'm going to go with that. So we got... we've got an A diminished, a B minor. So it takes a really dark turn. A diminished, B. Hey, Robert. Thank you. Good to see you, Robert. All right. So I'm just going to bring this in here. And I don't need a metronome on for this. I just need it to start recording straight away. And we're going to keep that same piano piece under that same run that's running with it as well. So if I just hit record. Hang on, what happened there? Where'd you go? Oh, there's a rest. Why did I put a rest in there? I didn't mean to do that. We want to put that B minor in there. That would help, wouldn't it? That would help. Let's delete that. Doo-doo. Now remember, we're just building a structure now. This is probably going to change. Okay, cool. So I'm going to bounce this up here. And we are good, I think, to now grab this piece. And I'm going to do a little copy and drag. Oops. Maybe. Oh, no, it's just a copy. We want to do a thingo, don't we? Oi, oi, oi. Cool. Wait. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing for this. Drag this in here, and we'll do another one. What has gone on here? I know what's going on. What do we got? It doesn't seem right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Fucking hell, man. For some reason that got dragged out. This can come. Where are we? We want that. Oi, oi, oi. Okay. I love loops. I hate loops. Let me tell you how much I hate loops. I hate them. Oh, that's why. Dickhead. So we've got 2 pieces there. We want to move that there. I'm going to drag this one back. Are we right? Hang on. What's going on, man? This was all right before. Something happened. Was it when I changed the... let me go in here, just undo a bunch of this stuff. There we go. Oh, that's what we did wrong. That's cool. It was my fault. We're good. We're back here now. So we want to make sure we want to copy this, paste this in here. Yep. And then we want to copy this and paste it. Jeez, I got a bit lost there. Hey, Pete, what's going on? So. Hey, Many Vibes. So what we need to do is move this back. That's exactly what I want, but I don't want it so early. So that can go and sit over there for a while. That's what I'm going to do, is put this back here and let it do its rest over there. So I'm probably going to build this up now. Let's put in another. So we've got this second piano track. I'm just going to duplicate this one and need something on here. We're going to remove scalar from this. Don't need scalar anymore. And I'm going to put in an effect. Cool. Now I'm going to need to add my metronome. Cool. Let's give it a punch in. That's what we want. If I can play it right, so just so you know, overhead view of what's going on so you can see what's happening. We'll hit record on this. No, we're on this one, aren't we? There we go. Cool. kind of right. Almost. Cool. Just going to try playing this in for this section here. Probably okay. So, just want to hear the end of this one. Let's get in and edit this. Hey, Darren. Yeah, long time, man. Cool. I think that's going to be all right for now. So we can get out of this edit screen. We don't need that. And let's do a copy. Hey, that was silly. I always forget to just do the thing, the draggy thing. Let's do that. Thanks, Logic. Boom. Cool. I'm just going to see how that goes into this string section. So we'll start it from here. Now, the thing this is a problem with Logic still. They haven't fixed it. So this note here is not showing up. I have to grab this and move it. And the same with this one. So that's now there. Good stuff. It's playing, but it's just not showing. So we'll try this from here. See how it goes into the strings. Okay, that's all good. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to duplicate this track here. And let's do a duplicate, make sure this is turned off. And I'm going to take this, we're going to make a copy of this. Yeah. And paste it in here. We didn't want all of that, but that's okay. Let's undo. I love that. We just want this one clip. Copy. And we're going to put this in here. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a harmony. Going to go up an octave. Because we can easily just go up an octave with this. And we'll do that in here. We don't track, we want region. Is it in here? I can't remember where it is. It's been so long since I have used Logic. There's our details, there's our quantize. We want transpose. So we want to go up an octave. Hey, Midnight Bandit, Dave Fox, what's happening? Tremor Bear. All right. Going to bring in a bass. Cool, McCool. Just let me scroll back over here to our scalar track. I don't need this piano. We need this. Where are we? We have in here. From B. Okay. Just going to put in this rough bass track in here. I'm still not sure if there's going to be drums, so that is another thing. Okay, just get that ending right. Boom. Let's edit this. Make sure all these parts are in here. Okay, where are these timings? And that last note was a bit shit. Where are we? Going to take it down to where were we here? A, it's B. I want to find a harmony of it. I don't even know. Come on, dude. Let me drag you. All right. Well, that's an idea for a heartbeat because you actually got it right. Exactly what I'm trying to do there, Ali. I'm going to mute that out for a minute, but that's an idea for there. Now, remember, we're only building ideas for this initial track now. So now that we come back over here, I'm going to grab this piano part and drag this, and then we're going to extend this one. Audible? What's going on? Okay, let me bring my mic back there. And I'm going to change sounds for this one. We're going to go in here and we're going to create an orchestra. And we've got full strings in here. We're going to do this classic. Okay. A metronome. Sweet. Now let's go and edit this. As you can see, that note's disappeared again. See that? That first note. Here it is. We're going to have to drag it and then put it back. And there it is. Now it appears. So stupid. Apple, fix it. Seriously. It's a pain in the ass. Yes, it does go horribly wrong. If you hear at the start, I'm not explaining it to you again, for God's sake. So there's 6 versions of this one song. This is the opening track, and it as it goes through all 6 tracks, it plays the same track over and over. But as the each track evolves, each version of the song, it devolves into hell. So that's the idea. It was all explained at the start. You'll have to go back and check that out if you want to know. So now we've got this piano piece here, which I need to now make a copy of. And paste that in there. Let's move this bass down here. We don't need that at the moment. I'm going to now take all of this section and bring this forward. So, just going to do a save. Make sure we got all this stuff. And what I'm going to do now is, just to take a break from it, is head over here now to, so I'm starting to hear something, what we want. I'm going to do imagine large bay window overlooking a sunny day over lake, trees. We're going to do a U-10. And Ivan Seal. And what else am I going to put in here? I'm going to do a V6.0. A V6.0. Is that what I want to do? V. Fuck. 6.0. Let's put in here too. I think that'll do for now. So the idea with the artwork as well is that we are starting with a really bright picture, and as it goes on the window, so the name of the album is The Window Pane, Pain, and as each song goes, the window gets more bleak until it is blocked in at the end. Let's see what we get here to be able to work from. While we're waiting for that, I missed the halfway point. Well, we're kind of going a little bit over today. So we'll run our ad. We do this every day. Run our ad for YouTube. If you are a YouTube Premium subscriber, you'll be able to avoid the ad. But if not, you will be able to skip it. So we'll run it. Boing, the ad has been run. Good stuff. Oh, wow, that came out really good. That's a really good start. Let me tell you what's going on tomorrow while we're waiting for the ad and all that jazz to happen. Tomorrow we have on the show, we're looking at this because Apple's got an event on tomorrow. It's very exciting stuff for those who've got money. That's not me. There'll be new iPads, I expect, new Apple Pencil. And who knows, the rumor is that there's going to be an iPod built into AirPods. Strange. If that happens. Also, after that show, we're taking a look at Relic Waves. Directly after that show, in between Pete, and then Pete Johns follows up with his Apple look. And then on the following day, we're taking a look at MI Baseline. They're the shows that are coming up so far, but stay tuned because there's more to come. let's head back over to Discord and see what we got here. Man, that's kind of, this one here is real. I mean, this one's really cool. This one here, this is what we want. So it needs to be bright and sparkly, and each window, look at that, that's pretty much exactly what I wanted. Similar kind of art style as well. But we can kind of extend on that and get variations, which is cool from here. I'm going to probably do a remix of that, get some variations on what we got, number 4. If I hit variation. So I'm making some variations of that to see what comes out. It needs to be super bright and picturesque kind of thing. And then it will head to this kind of darkness to eventually a wall being blocked in. So these variations. Oh, did I pick the right one? I picked 4, didn't I? I wanted to pick 2. 2, you dickhead. So we'll try that again. Even though they... So that's 4. I like 2 much better. Which one are we doing here? This is the variation of 2, I think. Yep. All right, so you're really just getting variations of skies and shadows. I mean, they're all pretty similar to the last lot. I probably still like the first one out of all of those. I don't know why. She swallowed a fly. I'm going to upscale this just for now. Let's do an upscale of number 2. Hey, Clayton. All right, so the beautiful thing now about Midjourney is we can upscale we can get really creative here. Or I'm going to do a upscale and get a bit creative, and we'll do an upscale subtle as well. You can also move these and make them bigger now if you want to like get more of the picture in there. Midjourney's come a long, long way for prompting. But we are only using square images. I do believe, well, it's not really square. Let's see which one went creative. So you can see, yeah, one of them's going more like faded and a bit more blurry. We'll see what happens when they come out. And then we'll go back to our song for a bit and see what else we can kind of add. So it is square. Let's save this. But we'll need an overall, there will be an overall picture, an overall album cover, which I'll try to put everything in together. So this is the remaster. That's pretty much the same thing. So what's the difference? We've got, all right, so we've got a little bit of a pattern here on the chair. The floor's more. Yeah, but that's the idea. That's the idea that we want. I like this one still. The original one's still really good. Really dark shadows. And I can go in here and take this into Photoshop and add some more stuff to it because it's not perfect. Not exactly what I want, but I can block in this roof. See how the roof up here is? I can block that in and actually make that look like a roof. So with AI art, you know, you'll always get a good idea for stuff, but you go in and change it and you should be okay. What I'm going to do at this point is go in here. Let's just have a listen. Okay, so we got a second track here with another piano. Just going to duplicate that one out and make sure scale is off. Oh, I wasn't recording that, was I? Dickhead. So it's getting a real Days of Our Lives feel now. Where is that going? Why is that not recording? Oh, man. Oh, Logic, you're so full of surprises, aren't you? Good God. I know why. That's why. There we go. So now I'm just going to go and quantize this, make sure it's all good. We can fix the velocities and stuff like that. Get our region defaults, quantize on. We want to do a do an 8th. Okay. Okay, so I think I'm going to do a like octave. So that's cool. I'll bring that in. But the other thing I wanted to do is add in something we're looking at tomorrow. Let's bring in this track, a MIDI track called Relic Waves, because I kind of want to have some percussion. Or is it Relic Flow? What are we looking at tomorrow? I can't remember. I think it's Relic Flow. God, my brain hurts. Where are we? It's no, it's Relic Waves. Get it together. Get it together. Because there is some really cool percussion in here. That's where we're going to go later. So let's end that. But there is a, what was I going to do? What were we talking about, Russ? I think we're talking about ting. I think possibly. Let's go and find that. Let's bring this in. Get rid of this plugin. I think it was ting. Do I have ting? Replace. I'm sure I have it. I should have it. No, I don't. Why do I not have it in here? Let's see. I don't actually have it installed, I don't think. Do I? I can't see it here. I'm not loading it in the right place. Let's do a search. Find some percussion stuff. So instruments, drums. Here we go. We've got drums here. We've got blip box. What are we looking for? This is great to find the things that you have installed on your on your iPad. Borster's an idea too. Maybe we'll try Borster, because I want some kind of like rhythm, but I don't want like a drum. That's what I don't want. There's Skarka as well. So Skarka, Slammer as well. We can try all these right now. Let's go with maybe Skarka. We'll see what that does. shakers. Oh, I like that, man. I like the rhythm of that. What was that? It's a tambourine, but okay, so what we're going to do is one idea. We're going to duplicate this. Again, we're building ideas here. That's what this is about. EB. What else did I bolster? Catch up on some chat here. Hey, oh, thanks, Dave. Thanks so much, my friend. Because I don't want drums that are overbearing. It needs to be something that's low and rhythmic, just to give it some kind of variation. Just going to edit this. Okay. I'm going to loop these both out. Okay, so it's starting to come together to be something. I know it's the same riff all the way through, but that is the kind of idea. There will be a change in here. There will be a dramatic change, but it's all about building. So building this piece up, it doesn't need to be like it needs to evolve. That's the idea. So for now, I think this is a really good start. what we're going to do is do a mix down of this. So I'm going to we're going to move these. We're going to move these back here. And I'm going to delete these suckers. Because I want to get an idea of what's going to happen as this song changes. So we're going to do a mix down of this and export this as an uncompressed file, entire project. Did that actually work? There we go. Good on you, Logic. Keep up. So, I mean, the concept behind it is the simplicity of the track. Like, it doesn't need to be a huge, complex, classical piece or anything like that. It's the layers that build up and take you to a place within the same chords. And then as it goes on, with each version of it, it gets more fucked up. So I'm just going to shoot this across. So that's done, hopefully. There we go. So there's our rough version of it. Cool. And what I'm going to do is create a duplicate of this before we get out of here for the day and let you all get on to do what you need to do. Let's make a duplicate and come in here. And where's our initial piano piece? So here's our first piano track. We're going to solo this and go in here and start doing some destruction. Just so you understand where this is going to start going. Okay, so yeah, starting to get an idea. With this version of it, I'm going to actually change the name of this. So this is our duplicate. And exactly what Ali wrote there. So this is more like the sedation section of the album. Just before we get out of here, you know, I know Frank's on at the moment, so there's that. But yeah, it's what it is. I'm going to go in here and do a image. Imagine very small window. And who else do we have? I'm going to do a V6, V6.0, 250. Let's see if we can just get some kind of image for this. I'm trying to like feed off the images or kind of the idea of where this is going. So the artwork is really important for this whole thing overall. Yeah, super important. Hey, Mr. Smith, thank you. I don't have my other chat up over here. Paula was gifted membership. Cheers, Mr. Smith. Let's see what this does for us. Oh, the window's a little bit too big. I'd like it very, very, very small. Jesus Christ. What I'm going to do is copy this. So I already put very small. They very tiny and small. See where that goes. And then we'll get out of here because I'll be able to... Man, I got a message while the show on saying, oh, we're trying to deliver your parcel, answer your phone. And I missed the phone call, so now they've taken it to the post office. Russ, if you're watching, I'm sure you'll be happy to know that. Happy days. See, again, windows, small. They're not small enough. Or may shrink, no. But I can work on this. Oh, yeah, still. Man, they got the bed right and the little bucket. This one's pretty cool up here with the light. I like this. Pretty brooding. That bucket's giant. Look how big that bucket is. Wicked. So I think what would be awesome too is to have some syringes on the floor. I wonder if I can add that to the prompt. Let's try that before we get out of here. Let's take the prompt and a bucket with a bucket in the corner. And see what it does? Because you can actually go in here and add more to a prompt so that you can actually do that. And I'm using version 6 now of Midjourney, but choosing certain artist names to create the style that I want. It's doing kind of what I want. Kind of. You know, this is the thing with AI. You have to keep prompting until you get something that's worthwhile. It's probably not going to get the syringes, right? You watch. It's probably going to fail. Oh, it kind of tried to put some things down there on one of them, only one, whatever they are. It's kind of a syringe. But, you know, I can, yeah, that's kind of better. Because I don't want too much, you know, I don't want thousands of syringes or anything. I like these puddles. That's really bleak. This one's really cool. I like this one here. Because the bed's kind of really fucked up. So, yeah, I can definitely add them manually. That's no problem. That'll come in another kind of show. It looks like my kid's bedroom. Oh, man, I don't miss those days. Happy days. I think that kind of, represents this. So the beautiful thing is too, later on, I want to have like some spoken word stuff in there, like what you would expect in a hospital. How you would have the intercom over the system of somebody calling a nurse to a room, emergency in room, something like that, and have that going over the top, all fucked up. Hey, see you later, Dave. It's good to see you around lately too, and I hope all goes well with the stuff you're dealing with at the moment as well. I'm trying to keep up with chat as well, and thank you for the super chat, my friend. So yeah, I can really hear like the intercom over of the hospital making announcements and stuff like that. There's an emergency in this room, because there'll be stuff, but added to this as it goes on. So I won't be just like leaving it as the same track, and but it will have more and more stuff built up till we just get to the end, which is just utterly fucking unlistenable noise. That is the purpose. So I think we've got off to a good start. I think we're off to a good start. We're okay. And I'm not sure how many shows we'll do on this. By the next time I do it, this won't be a weekly thing, this production of this. I'll be working on this a bit more. So the next time we come back here, we'll have some concrete artwork and we'll have the first track finished, and then we'll start working on the second one. So by the time we get back and do a second episode of this, the first track will be totally finished, and then we'll start on the destruction, because I think that's going to be the fun part. That's what I'm looking forward to, taking a beautiful piece of music and then just fucking it up completely and just destroying it. That's the exciting part for me. So yeah. All right. Well, thank you for coming and hanging out with me today and getting involved in this interesting piece of art that I'm going to attempt to do. Again, so this is for my project Utensils. The last song I released with Utensils was the Clown song, which was totally different to this. If you go and look through the Utensils catalog on where is it? 10 cells on Apple Music or wherever. Let's show you. You will see there's every album that by Utensils is completely different. So there's a whole lot of Utensils albums here. There's the Clown, the Dread Circus one. We did the Symphony of Apocalypse, which was a completely AI created song. Then Utensils EADGBE. This was a song made using space fields, and using each song was in the either EADGBE. So every album by Utensils is completely different. The Symphony of Stupidity was a complete album made from creating a symphonic orchestra using a MIDI program and completely programmed. It's crazy. It's all over the place. The other albums, Impending Doom, was something we did with a different door altogether, another completely different song. And the first three albums from Utensils, House Fires and Electrical Faults, this one here, was made way back in the day, way back in the years, 15 years ago. And then technology killed the reality star. And then there's this crazy one here, which is everything's all written in data dumps. So if you want to go through the Utensils catalog, everything from Utensils, every single album is something completely different. I hate staying the same with Utensils because it's my place to experiment and create unique stuff. So this will be something else, part of the Utensils story. Today's featured artist I need to play is, of course, the Lily Pillies. So let's bring that up. And we'll play this for you. Lily Pillies dropped a brand new song. It's a rad song. It's called All Around the World. So we'll go out with this. as always, thank you guys for hanging out and supporting the channel and all that stuff. Tomorrow is the Apple announcement, so that's really fun. We'll see what they've got on offer and all the stuff that we can't afford to buy. I'm so excited about all that stuff that we can't afford to buy. All right, do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better. We'll all rise together and stay awake. This is the Lily Pillies and All Around the World. Are you ready to go? I'm ready to go all around the world. Let's go! Yeah!
All around the world, people chasing dreams, living different lives, see them in the streets. All around the world, time to spread the word when you're feeling lost and we feel unheard. All the beauty and diversity, there's good and bad in everything. Don't believe everything you see. Open your mind and let yourself be free. All around the world, we wanna be loved. There are bleeding hearts that are torn apart. All around the world, better days gonna come our way. We're gonna be okay. Let yourself go. Set yourself free. Let yourself go. All around the world, pain and suffering. Everybody hopes love will set them free. Every corner of the globe, feeling more alone. Come together now in this place called home. All the beauty and diversity, there's good and bad in everything. Don't believe everything you see. Open your mind and let yourself be free. All around the world, we wanna be loved. There are bleeding hearts that are torn apart. All around the world, better days gonna come our way. We're gonna be okay. Let yourself go. Set yourself free. Let yourself go. All around the world, we wanna be loved. There are bleeding hearts that are torn apart. All around the world, better days gonna come our way. We're gonna be okay. Let yourself go. Set yourself free. Let yourself go. Set yourself free. Let yourself go. Set yourself free.
Discovery Channel.
Let yourself go.
You and me, baby, we ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like we do on the Discovery Channel. You and me, baby. See you tomorrow.